Hey Taurus, it's Basil from Basil Love Tarot. How are you, my friends? This is going to be your weekly reading starting today, November 18th. I am a day late. I hope you saw the little short that said I just couldn't get through it last night. So here we are. So this will take you to next Wednesday. I'm trying to do earth signs on Wednesday, fire Monday, water Tuesday. You guys, earth on Wednesday, air on Thursday. So other thing to note, we have a full moon on the 19th tomorrow on Friday, and it's in your sign. So this full moon will be particularly strong for you, my Taurus friends, okay? Right now, this is the person, zodiac sign, who's thinking about you right now when you're watching this video. Somewhere out in the galaxy, there is a Capricorn thinking about you. You're on their mind. You just popped into their head. Whoever this Capricorn is, they're out there thinking of you. Maybe it's somebody who has a crush on you, or somebody who needs to say, oh, I forgot to call this person back. But you got a strong Capricorn thinking about you right now. This is going to be the zodiac sign who's going to influence you most this week. We will read that at the end of the read. All right. So let's start with a little bit of a mantra, something that Spirit wants you to really focus on this week. All right, it's too many. Let me take that. While I shuffle, please say hi in the comments below. You know I love that. I'm near Boston, so hello from the U.S. Let us know what city, what country you're in. Where are you? Where are you guys? So what do we have here? It says, listen to your intuition, Taurus. A really important message for you this week. If you have a feeling about someone or a situation and it just keeps gnawing at you, it keeps coming at you, don't ignore it. Never ignore your intuition. Never go against your intuition. Your intuition is the only thing that is always 100% right. So there may be a situation happening right now, or there may be something coming in this week. Listen to your intuition, what it's telling you. All right, don't ignore it. That's important to know this week, especially in and around this full moon. Usually around a full moon, and especially when it's in your own sign, there's so much extra consciousness and clarity. So there may be some aha moments, so listen to your intuition. Okay, pretty strong. So now this is a bit of look at that. This is a bit of a prediction. Could be, something you need to know that's going to happen this week. Could be like seeds that are happening now that it's going to happen further on. We have a 12. If the number 12 means anything to you, it says, look at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. 3 really important pieces of information here. Mostly it's a temporary standstill. I swear Taurus got this a few weeks ago. So if you have a situation that you're waiting on, you're waiting to hear from someone, you're waiting to hear if you got a job, you're waiting to hear if this person is interested in you or they're like reconnecting, it's temporary. If someone ghosted you, you texted them, you haven't heard back, the standstill, the quiet, the no contact is temporary, all right? It says, look at things from a different perspective. Maybe why you haven't heard from the situation or the situation hasn't moved is because the energy of the other person or persons involved, whether it's your love life or your career, they have stuff that's going on that they're waiting on. It can be like a domino effect. So try not to take it personally. I think that's the message that you need to hear today. And it is about an awakening. Just realize it isn't about you. All right, don't take it personally. The standstill, if you haven't heard from them, they may have something going on. If this is in your workplace and you're waiting to get hired or you're waiting on something, there are other factors involved that you may not know about that are affecting this standstill. And it's important to be yourself. Always be your authentic self. All right? Don't try to be someone, be like someone because you think someone will like you more if you're like this person. It's important to be yourself. If you're looking for work or there's something going on in your job, be yourself. If you're an expert in this field, don't be shy, Taurus. Or if you don't know something, put out there, I don't know. It's about being authentic. really important this week. And again, listen to your intuition about this temporary standstill. Do you really, because we have fear and anxiety. Silence is the worst. If you haven't heard from this person, listen to your intuition, right? Override the anxiety of waiting and listen to your intuition. Of course, they're going to reach back out to you, okay? So just kind of use your intuition, again, as this look at things from a different perspective. Right? It's about owning it and taking control of the situation. Really an important message, I think, for you this week. So let's take a look at what's going on. Let's dive into your read here. My Taurus friends. All right, for this week. It does seem like you're trying to decide between one person or another, one situation or another, one job. Oh, okay, and look at this. All right, Taurus, you just pulled the Capricorn as the beginning of your week. Who is the Capricorn, my friends? Wow, super, super energy. It's also followed by the X card. So for how many of you, do you have a Capricorn who is an X? Or you're with a Capricorn who tends to be a bit jealous and a bit controlling maybe? Maybe a little competitive, but I think you're trying to, in the relationship, let's do the love reading first and we'll follow it up with the career. I feel like you're trying to decide whether you want to stay with a Capricorn or not, or they're trying to decide whether they want to stay with you or not. You may want to check out the Capricorn read because that was very similar. About they were in the middle of like a lot of anxiety trying to figure things out. But here you are. It also could be you deciding whether if you're Capricorn, if you're a person, it can be any sign, okay? Can be any sign. You're trying to decide. You may live a distance from this person, and you're trying to decide, or you're traveling. You have to travel back and forth to this person, and I think the travel piece of this, or the long distance part of this, is also play into this. You're trying to decide what to do, but it's still, I'm feeling more of you. This is about whether you commit to this person or recommit to this person. All right. There's something about this person that maybe it is a twin flame situation. They've come around again for another another installment of the twin flame, another part of the series. But it is someone who maybe part of the reason that you backed off is because they had some issues. That could have been some toxicity, some bad behaviors. They had something in their life going on that you weren't happy about, and that's why you stepped away. Maybe it's because they had too very clingy energy. They were too overly jealous, and I do feel like this Queen of Cups is you, Taurus. They were a bit of a harder personality, and you're more the softer, nurturing, very home-oriented. You love with your head and your heart. So you're not completely thrown by emotions. You have a very practical sense. I feel like you're balancing this person who is in. I do see you celebrating. There could be an event. Maybe you're going to go out with this person. It could be a party. We have gourds and pumpkins. For those of you in the U.S., it's Thanksgiving next week. Maybe you are going to see this person for Thanksgiving. That could be too. Are you going to travel to spend Thanksgiving with this particular person? If this isn't a person in your love life, maybe there's a person in your family or friends that you're wondering whether or not you should travel for that holiday. Again, though, just for the American holiday there. But if it's for the rest of the world here, I do see that there is an event, there is happiness. We have 3 of Cups, which is celebration in love. So I feel like this person may come back in, or you may meet this person who has a little bit rough edges, has some baggage. I feel like, part of the situation is you kind of feel like you have to smooth out their rough edges. And it looks like you can do that, Taurus. And once you do that, I do see you celebrating, or at least taking time to spend with them. All right. I don't, this temporary standstill, if this is the person who's been kind of in and out of your life, you text them and you don't hear from them back and forth. I do feel like you have a good talk with them about what you need and that it's not okay. You need to have more regular, they need to text you back. They need to call you back. They need to put more effort into it. I think they get that, is what I'm saying here. And I do see you celebrating here with them. If this is your career, I feel like you're in between jobs, or you're there. You might have I'm feeling like there's someone in the workplace. You're in a situation you just don't like. You don't like. There's a particular coworker or a boss that you just think is basically the devil. You don't like them. And I feel like you're choosing between jobs, whether you stay, whether you go. Maybe you're waiting to hear on a job. Maybe that's the temporary standstill. But I feel like you have to do whatever. This is about self-care and self-love. And when you listen to your intuition, say, is this job good for me? Okay, the money may be great, but is this job good for me? Or this career path, is this what I want? Because this is about making you happy. Life is short, my friends. You got to do what makes you happy besides money. Okay, we always have to practically take care of ourselves, but there's also about, respecting your self-love here. And I do see you celebrating. So whatever you're waiting on career-wise comes in, and I do see you celebrating. Whether you're in the U.S. or not, I feel like towards the end of November, you're going to hear something, and you're going to be really happy about that news. All right? I think you're going to be happy about that news. So it looks like this full moon in your sign, Taurus, is going to be pretty significant for you. It's going to kind of break loose the energy. So if you've been waiting, it's going to come through. So Gemini is going to be actually the sign of people who are going to be the strongest influence over this week for you. Whoever the Gemini is, you may not know the Gemini. If it's somebody you're looking for work, it could be the person who sees your resume and decides to hire you. It could be your boss, could be coworkers, could be your love situation, friends, family, but there's going to be a strong Gemini impacting your week. All right, my Taurus friends, thank you, and I'll see you again next Wednesday.